Mike to mercilessly tear Berbick apart in the ring.
That was a right to the body and an uppercut to the head, and Berbick is down.
On Mike Tyson's path to glory was the WBC champion named Trevor Berbick. Berbick had a notorious reputation as a dirty fighter, often resorting to underhanded tactics, such as hitting his opponents in the back of the head, showing no regard for their health. Moreover, he was known for sending Muhammad Ali into retirement, inflicting significant damage on the health of the greatest.
Just above us, Berbick is pounding everything into leveling. Always could take a punch, and now he's in trouble. Yep, he looks like he's in trouble. Trevor Berbick! And there you have it, Trevor Berbick.
These reasons were more than enough for 20-year-old Mike to mercilessly tear Berbick apart in the ring.
Easier said than done, but if he can, then he can be in the high.
It's no surprise that the fight was called Judgment Day, as from the very start, Mike began delivering retribution with his fists, punishing Berbick.
Big right hand. Tyson's punches even sound. Trevor Berbick, I should point out, has been down twice. There's another big shot by Tyson. Berbick in a heap of trouble. Down he goes. Punches are coming in such a succession that...
But Berbick, attempting to show that his opponent's punches were harmless, allowed himself to taunt the baddest man on the planet, effectively signing his own death sentence.
By Tyson. And right behind it, and Berbick is blocked. Trouble here.
But in the end, Tyson mercilessly punished the impudent fool for all his sins, causing Berbick to lose his sense of direction in the ring and making Tyson the youngest champion in the history of the heavyweight division.
That was a right to the body and an uppercut to the head, and Berbick is down. It's over. That's all. And we see heavyweight champion of the world, Michael Tyson.
Of the new millennium, Tyson's path was blocked by the most scandalous figures of boxing's golden era, the Polish fighter, Andrew Golota. Golota booked himself a star on the Walk of Shame for his nastiness and for confusing boxing with billiards, knocking opponents in the balls. But when Iron Mike faced the Pole, the cocky rat turned into a frightened Mickey Mouse. The bell rang, and Tyson, taking on the role of exterminator, began the process of eliminating the particularly large rodent.
Over the left eye of Golota. Connecting with a devastating right. Tyson all over Golota. Strikes to the head. There's another right hand. Golota's still withstanding that, but how much more can he take? Tyson again.
Golota's pathetic defense couldn't help him, so in his usual manner, he switched to dirty boxing, resorting to wrestling techniques. But Tyson didn't put up with such rat ass and sent the Pole's dirty ass to the canvas. During the one-sided beating, Golota looked like a schoolboy desperate for the bell to save him from the teacher's punishment, and somehow he managed to escape. Afterwards, Golota got up and cowardly fled the ring, forever becoming a disgraceful stain on boxing.
He's done again. Golota quits. After he quits at the end of 2 rounds. Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness. Iron Mike Tyson.
Of 1987, in a fight for the title of undisputed world champion, Mike Tyson decided to settle the score with an old nemesis, Tyler Biggs, who had once robbed the young Tyson of his chance at Olympic gold. And so, 3 years later, the cocky Tyler was confident that he would once again take away his well-deserved world title, which is why he allowed himself to publicly humiliate Mike.
You know, I owe it to myself to go out there and beat Michael Tyson, like I am his dad. He's made for me. Tyson.
As soon as the bell rang, the spectators were frozen in shock.
All the part of
For Tyson, the king of the ring, found himself in the role of the victim, and the fight resembled a father spanking his son.
See, a good stepping jab is very effective. Whether or not Biggs can keep this up. That's the other jab, like he's doing now, not to let Tyson stand up.
With every passing second, Biggs' confidence grew, and he began to neglect his defense, playing recklessly with fate.
He's trying for the head. Now we see a jab again. And come with the right hand. That's a quick little overhand right by...
But Tyson, unwilling to tolerate such disrespect, decided to drill some lessons in manners into his head, starting to teach him a harsh lesson in discipline.
Does the most damage. There was a big right hand. Best match of the fight. That was the left hook, Barry. That was left hook off the 47. Huge left hand there by Tyson. And a combination by Tyson. From Tyrell Biggs now. He's got those uppercuts. He took a big left hand there. Oh, that was a tremendous left hand.
And from there, Iron Mike relentlessly pummeled the arrogant upstart until he was sent to meet Morpheus.
This is it. He is gone right now. He has no legs. And 10 seconds to go in the round. There's a left hand. He's down again. It's over. It's all over. And it wasn't even close.
And welcome heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson! I mean, really, if he missed you with his left, then miss you with his right, fight you.
They called him the baddest man on the planet. The legendary Mike Tyson earned the love of millions with his lightning-fast speed,
Finish this. I think so.
unstoppable power, and savage fury. On his path to glory, Iron Mike faced all kinds of opponents, sneaky rats, massive giants, real monsters in gloves, and Iron Mike never feared a single one of them in the ring.
Tyson does not throw wild punches.
Get ready, you're about to witness the legendary career of the true king of boxing. Welcome back to boxing. Here we go. In May 1986, Mike found himself in the crosshairs of Mitch Green, the real leader of the American gang.
Trying to extort more money. Manager Carl King.
He publicly threatened Mike Tyson, claiming he was ready to easily destroy the ring legend.
Tyson, you know it. You hit me, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill
Fight, Mike's gaze burned with a fierce desire to punish the scoundrel for his audacity.
Last fight that we showed you here on HBO, that between Larry Holmes and Michael.
As soon as the bell rang, Tyson immediately took control, leaving the arrogant fool no chance to survive.
So we'll see what he does about that against me. Introduced to go full for 10 rounds. I had that same experience when I fought my first 10 round opponent. And again, Mike Tyson bolting out of his corner right on top. To Tyson, because Tyson's going straight ahead. He's coming straight ahead. He's the top fighter is to at least figurehead or either to confront his testimony with his career period. From the head.
Eager to fully punish the scumbag, Mike decided to slowly and painfully beat the crap out of him, turning the ring into a true torture chamber.
Can be learned in talking to some of the people he fought. Look at here, just laughing at him. Any type of respect from Mike Tyson, mainly because he's not making a fist when he throws his punches. Look at that. That was what am I gonna say? I mean, Tyson, they're good uppercut.
Tyson had against Tillis. And what a shot! That is an awesome shot. That was just a jam.
Thus, Mike brutally punished the gang leader.
There again. Oh, what a left hand! Another day in the classroom. Big left hand to end things. Tyson!
I didn't want to knock him out or anything. I wanted to put a lot of pressure on him and make him side himself with it and give up and now. He wouldn't get knocked out because if he get hit on the chin, he can't see the punch and he would say, oh, I didn't see the punch, I got knocked out.
But 2 years later, Mitch decided to arrange an unofficial rematch, which took place right on the street. The gang leader showed up to face Tyson, determined to answer for his words. But Tyson, with a single punch, added a splash of red to Green's face. It seemed the blow was so powerful that Green went from being a fearsome gangster after his triumphant return from prison to the ring. The honor of welcoming Tyson fell to a particularly brash and cocky fighter, Peter McNeely, nicknamed Hurricane. Thinking that Iron Mike had rusted after his prison sentence, McNeely allowed himself to show blatant disrespect towards his opponent.
I'm Hurricane Peter McNeely from Medfield, Mass. On Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass. You have a big dump in your pants.
Tyson didn't engage in his opponent's dirty game. Instead, he let his fists do the talking.
And McNeely, as advertised, comes right at Mike Tyson. Seconds into the first round.
McNeely, eager to live up to his nickname, rushed to destroy his opponent, but was immediately met with a dose of sedation from Tyson.
Seconds into the fight, McNeely on the canvas.
McNeely was unable to counter Iron Mike and impacted him not like a hurricane, but more like a light, refreshing breeze.
Bill Flank and stop that nonsense because they're starting to butt heads.
Tyson with an uppercut right.
McNeely's hurt this time, Steve. He's very hurt. He can barely stand.
In the end, the king of boxing quickly brought McNeely down from the heavens, turning him into a fallen angel and adding another scalp of a brazen victim to his highlight reel.
At first it appeared as if McNeely...
I am the uncrowned king, the young heir to the throne, and the baddest heavyweight in all the land.
Carl Williams, eager to make a name for himself, confidently proclaimed that he was superior to Tyson in every aspect. However, he failed to acknowledge that 17-year-old Mike was just starting his ascent in boxing, while 23-year-old Carl already had 11 professional fights.
And the very next day, I came in the gym with a different attitude towards him. I went into the ring and I busted him up.
But just 6 years later, that young guy had already claimed the title of undisputed world champion. And so, in 1989, the time for retribution had arrived.
Straight across here, Tyson, that's a certainty.
From the very beginning, Carl tried to keep the beast at a distance.
Was it a start from Williams? Carl was feeling the safer for him if he would back off and have a look at Tyson for
But Tyson only needed one punch.
He hasn't done that tonight. I wonder if that's a change of plan.
Oh, what a left hook. Well, he certainly wasn't cold, Jim. In fact, it looks like Carl Williams has been knocked cold in the first round. Is he going to count him out or let him go on?
And that's how Tyson got revenge on his offender.
Iron Mike Tyson.
There's no one in the world today could beat me.
On October 2nd, 1980, the entire boxing world watched one of the biggest upsets in the history of the sweet science.
I say Ali used to float like a butterfly, he used to sting like a bee. But when he fight Larry Holmes, he'll fall in round 3.
The legendary Muhammad Ali, already suffering from Parkinson's, was mockingly beaten by Larry Holmes over 10 excruciating rounds.
Well, that's ridiculous of Holmes now. He's been watching the old hour.
And at that moment, one tearful kid made up his mind to get revenge for his idol.
And he was saying, but I said, when I get big, I'm gonna get him for him, a revenge. If I said some stupid shit, I'm gonna restore your honor.
And after 8 years, Tyson finally got his chance to take revenge. But that arrogant scumbag didn't take the kid seriously and started running his mouth with nasty insults.
I'm going down in history, not Mike Tyson,
He go down in history as the SOP.
The other day, I said it to the newspaper the other day that Mike Tyson can't carry my jock strap.
Right before the fight, Muhammad Ali stepped into the ring and asked Mike for a favor. The bell rang.
The event that it is. Round one.
And Iron Mike stormed in like a vengeful spirit, going straight for the scoundrel's head.
Well, we talked about the fact that Holmes one day said he would jab and the next one. That was a big right hand. Best punch of the fight. There's a left hook under the numbering system we talked about before the fight.
Every punch from Mike made Holmes relive the agony Ali suffered that terrible night.
Tries to. That was a right hand, and down goes Holmes from a crashing right hand.
The old Larry Holmes would always get up and fire back. This finisher.
And down he goes again from another right.
And after roughing the scumbag up a little more, Kid Dynamite detonated Holmes' jaw with his fist.
And took another big right hand.
This is good. Be careful because Larry. Oh, that's
Huge
it.
right hand.
That should be it.
And down goes Holmes, and that's going to be it. It's over. That's all.
Mike Tyson looked like a bull in an antique shop.
In the end, Tyson brutally punished the arrogant bully and avenged his idol.
Iron Mike Tyson.
Ferguson, an American veteran with a record of 14 wins and 11 brutal knockouts, stepped into the ring with Tyson. Challenge for the 19-year-old Kid Dynamite. But Ferguson, arrogantly underestimating the young champ, made some very bold statements.
I'm strong, and later on I get strong, and I feel that I can beat Mike Tyson.
However, on February 16th, 1986, words ceased to matter, and it was time for fists to do the talking.
And it has been time to Mike Tyson. Here we go.
The bell rang, and Tyson instantly rushed into attack. Using his deadly peekaboo style, Tyson began to dismantle the scumbag.
Those punches appeared low. Has lasted longer than have some of Tyson's.
It seemed like Tyson wasn't just aiming to knock out his opponent. He wanted to inflict as much pain as possible.
He threw a tremendous left hook, missed with it, and didn't go off balance. Always in position to punch.
Ferguson could only try to clinch Tyson, hoping for some sort of miracle.
This was the least active round of the fight.
But Tyson wasn't having it. With a brutal series, he sent Ferguson to the shadow realm.
Trouble in both the first and 10 rounds, and now he's in trouble here. Blood coming out from the nose of TC Ferguson. The right uppercut of Tyson has put him down. 6, 7.
In the end, Tyson won, brutally punishing the cocky Ferguson. End of his career, Tyson faced a truly nasty opponent, Francois Botha. From the very beginning, the scumbag resorted to pathetic tactics, turning the fight into a cuddle party.
Pressure Smith dancing. The right cross. Roses with a right on that jab, you're right. And he hasn't done it. He hasn't done it, passage. Leaving and Richard Steele. Tyson mad. Now he's going back to his old style. He's just coming in. And he's claiming he's being grabbed and held.
Then, the brazen Botha started a huge brawl after the bell. The scoundrel went unpunished and even started mocking Tyson.
Right hand by Tyson. Both are dancing around. He's toying with Tyson. Who ever thought we'd see this? And
That's exactly what both have said. Just get...
And that's exactly what both have said.
But Mike wasn't about to tolerate that cocky idiot.
This is fast, which Mike knows no other way. I want to see how. Shoots his jab in and through. This guy is just walking around.
And within seconds, the king of boxing sent the freak straight to the dark lands with his signature move.
Fighter when you can't get off punches.
That's all it took. One shot, he may not get up. Both are stumbling around. 8, 9, can he make it? It's over. It's over. Mike Tyson has returned.
One right hand. Back to the basics. That jab was big key for him when he was young.
Mike Tyson.
Despite his anthropometrical disadvantage, the legendary Mike Tyson never feared stepping into the ring against true giants. These fighters literally looked down on Tyson from above. But for these giants, this tiny man was like Van Helsing.
Mike Tyson takes 2 steps forward. Let's go with a couple of lefts. Now a right, a left. He's got him down.
What I think he should be doing in the first place, he just...
Later, Mike faced a real giant named Frank Bruno, and it seems that besides a deadly reach, the scoundrel was gifted with a seriously sharp mouth.
I see myself knocking out Mike Tyson spectacularly, knocking him out. No way he's going to beat me. No way.
But in the ring, words mean nothing. Fists do all the talking.
Same disadvantage as the lion going against the zebra.
As the fight began, Tyson pounced like a wild predator, going straight for the throat of his prey.
It's about 8,000 to 9,000 in the hotel. Bruno was not that time, and Tyson knows it. Tyson trying to attack now and finish him off.
But the scumbag, seeing no other way to win, resorted to a dirty move to injure Mike.
Trying to hang on to Mike and hit. Mike is just all the questions about distractions of an answer as Tyson attacks.
But that cheap move only lit a fire inside Tyson.
Number 2.
After that, Mike completely lost control and started mercilessly destroying the rascal.
Bruno is caught there. Right hand catches Bruno. Left hook. Bruno looks ready to go. Now is when he's going to hang on. Tyson gives him room to come off the ropes. Scores with the uppercut. Lands a big right hand. Bruno's in big trouble now. He's ready to go. Then he hits him with a right hand. Bruno's already tagged with a right hand. And there goes Bruno for the first time in the fight. The first right hand that got him. He was down. He'll have to take the stand.
In the end, the referee could only stop the one-sided beatdown. Tyson brutally punished the scumbag.
Hand lands. Tyson knows he's got him in big trouble. If he doesn't answer it, Richard Steele has moved in and has stopped the fight. It's all over. Michael Tyson wins on the 5th round. TKO.
And knock him out so good into Duncan King's lap and wipe him off the mat because he's bad for boxing and his people are bad for boxing.
Tyson, filled with rage, eagerly awaited the day when his foot would finally set foot in Sin City, so he could personally beat every ounce of rat-like filth out of Bruno with his own hands.
27 pounds heavier, almost 4 inches taller.
From the very beginning of the fight, Tyson decided to remind everyone of his title as the baddest man on the planet.
If he makes a mistake early, you can't fix it, Jim. It was never great to begin with.
A left hook by Tyson. But Bruno's way. Tyson still wanted to bob and roll, be less of a target.
And only after that did the dumb jock realize that he was face to face with a real predator who would tear his rat carcass apart right then and there.
But it was a nice effort.
And anytime, oh, here comes Tyson. Tyson with a combination. Oh, a left hook by Mike Tyson. Flush on the face of Frank Bruno. Another left.
So, the crafty scoundrel decided to resort to an unworthy tactic and turn the fight into a cuddle party.
Put any efforts toward punching if he's just worried about holding. On Mike's side, he's not bobbing and winging like he has. The nerves and the jitters, you may be settling in.
Tyson looking to go back to work.
But this cocky man only added fuel to Mike's raging fire, and in the next moment, the enraged Tyson plunged the scoundrel's consciousness into darkness.
What Bruno expected. He said he's not looking for the Tyson who fought McGillian after. There's a combination uppercut by Tyson. Tyson, lay it on, carry it on. Down goes Bruno. And it is all.
Thus, Mike made him humble forever. Early in his career, Mike faced a real-life mutant, Sammy Scaff. This fight resembled the battle between David and Goliath, as the difference in height was staggering. But as soon as the ref gave the signal,
Pretend, but don't go away.
Kid Dynamite lit up Scaff's face with explosive punches.
Tyson already throwing left hook. There's the big left hook. Blood was pouring down from the nose of Sammy Scaff.
And within the first minute, Tyson delivered a brutal blow that sent Scaff straight to the junkyard.
Tyson does not throw wild punches.
Big left hook. And there is Scaff down.
3, 4,
The count is 5.
6.
The count is 7. This one's over. This one is over.
Winner by TKO, Mike Tyson.
1987, Mike's path to the undisputed world championship title was blocked by a terrifying giant, undefeated champion Tony TNT Tucker. What's more, Tucker scored a knockout against Buster Douglas, the very nightmare that haunted Tyson.
Getting the shot that will finish things in. Oh, what an uppercut by Douglas, and down goes Tyson.
And a right behind it, and another right. Douglas is in deep trouble on the ropes. Almost halfway through the round. And Bill's Lane, I believe, has stopped this one. He has.
And as soon as the referee gave the signal,
Run, as it were. And we'll see what kind of tactic.
TNT Tucker began to break down Mike's defense with his fists.
That was a good right hand by Tucker. That might have been the best shot that Mike Tyson has ever taken right there. Did you know that uppercut, what Mike going to do to him? That's confidence. Another right hand. And a right hand.
It seemed like Tyson was about to swap the heavyweight throne for a hospital bed.
What's happening? Every time Mike reaches in, Tony calls for the right hand coming up his head. The uppercut has been doing turn take charge as a referee. No nonsense guy. There was a good right hand again by Tucker. That was a good attempt. That uppercut was just showing face of Mike Tyson.
Apparently, feeling totally confident in his victory, the Dirty Rat started mocking Tyson.
Well, when you do that, I know if it's first because I invented it and you get advice. Sometimes work.
What Tucker did next was a big mistake, because in a second, Mike's fist started teaching the scoundrel a lesson.
Good body shot by Tyson. Good left hand. There's a rumor about Tyson's, or rather Tucker's right hand, that he had injured his right hand. That's why he's telling him the jab to box. He's telling him the jab to get inside. That was a left hand by Tyson, right from Tyson. And another big right by Mike Tyson.
Relentlessly showing the scumbag new levels of pain, Tyson didn't give him a single chance.
This jab will get closer to the tips. Once again, folks. There's a big left hand, but again. Good shot. There was a big right hand. Tucker says, no, I'm not hurt. I've always found that to mean I'm hurt. That right hand. That was a big left hand. Tucker says, no, I'm all right. He really wants to frustrate Mike Tyson. There was a left hand, and particularly for Tucker. The great left hand at the bell by Tyson.
Ultimately, Iron Mike crushed the rascal and claimed the undisputed world champ title.
Iron Mike Tyson.
1986, a true giant stepped into young Mike Tyson's path, a man who looked like he'd walked straight out of a fantasy novel. Jose Ribalta, standing at 6.6 feet tall with a staggering 80-inch reach, was an insurmountable wall for the small Kid Dynamite.
Official knockdown, but what a wild and woolly start this has been. There's a right hand, and that was legit.
Ribalta arrogantly thought his massive size would help him easily crush Tyson, and his manager only fueled the fire.
There's a man that could beat Mike Tyson, Jose Ribalta. To this day, he hasn't faced anybody that can punch like Jose.
But Tyson didn't forget the nasty provocations. After all, on the day of the fight, it wasn't a kid who entered the ring, it was a mad predator. And as soon as the bell rang, The Iron Executioner went straight for the loudmouth's head.
Not to try to exchange punch for punch. You can't do that. We talked to Tyson. He said, I don't need to take anything away from Tillis, but
With every devastating blow, he blew away Revolta's confidence.
I did too. Left hand, Tyson. Jose got the worst of that one. The mouthpiece goes, and Tyson is on top of him. Revolta ties him up. There is no swing. And there's a smashing left hand.
And soon, Tyson became the iceberg to this Titanic, sending Revolta crashing to the bottom of the
Now
ring.
right hand by Mike Tyson's advisor. That was an uppercut. What a shot. You don't see that happen. A guy gets knocked down with. Oh, what a shot. And Revolta's down. He is up, but hell yeah. That's a fighter. And that's it. I want to say that there's no way Revolta could win the fight. But I think the official was wrong for stopping it.
Winner by TKO, Mike Tyson.
Then March 1991 came. Millions of viewers glued to their screens in anticipation of this historic showdown. When the fighters entered the ring, the tension was palpable, electric. As soon as the bell rang, they both set out to determine who truly was the lord of the ring.
Cut this tension with a knife.
Tyson pounced on his opponent with animal ferocity and landed a series of brutal blows.
Now it's Stewart and Henry Tillman.
But Ruddock refused to be a punching bag. He calibrated his aim and fired back with his signature smash. Tyson's awkward style was kryptonite for Ruddock, as Mike's ability to close distance disrupted Razor's rhythm. So, Ruddock began to use his anthropometric advantage, but Tyson quickly knocked Razor's jaw down with his large caliber fist. But then, having managed to recover, Ruddock forcefully seized the initiative and began to impose his rhythm on the fight. But in the seventh round, a blatant injustice occurred. Ruddock found himself in a standing knockdown after absorbing a heavy blow. Yet, rather than administering the mandatory count, the referee controversially waved off the bout as a technical knockout. Even as a visibly alert Ruddock protested, ready to fight on, the audience erupted with outrage. This gladiatorial battle was stopped in its prime, denying the Warriors a chance to prove who was stronger. Many said that it was an early stoppage, and even that Ruddock could have beaten Tyson.
I don't think he should have stopped it that way because it's a big fight, and you take away a man's dream to stop a fight and you don't even hit the canvas.
That's why the world demanded an immediate rematch, and the promoters delivered it just 3 months later. And, of course, the fighters kept the heat alive with some sharp-tongued debates.
How dare you talk to me like that? You should get up and kneel to me now, and I'll spare you the night of the 28th. I don't say, you told me to come ready. You understand? Because I'm gonna come ready. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, you know. I don't know why you talk to me like that when you know I killed you for it.
28th, 1991. Same fighters, double the rage. This time, no blind refs, no excuses, just pure violence. These grandmasters of boxing started their chess match with fists. Then Tyson began ruthlessly hunting Ruddock's head, aiming to put him in a schoolboy's mate on the canvas. Tyson got so fired up he even threw in a mini round after the bell. In the next round, the king forced Ruddock to kneel. Yet Ruddock heroically rose and, like an experienced blacksmith, started pounding Iron Mike. Yet, by the fourth round, Tyson took back control of the ring, re-establishing his dominance. Just when everyone thought Tyson's victory was secure, Ruddock timed his lethal smash perfectly and landed a devastating blow to Tyson's jaw. After that punch, Tyson couldn't recover for a long time, and in those moments, it was painful for the King's fans to watch the beating. Because Razor's fists were like sledgehammers, each blow sending shockwaves through Tyson's skull, rattling his senses again and again. But by the end of the fight, Tyson was able to muster his willpower and show why he was called the King of Boxing. Final bell rang, ending this two-match saga of two monsters of their era. Ultimately, Mike Tyson won by unanimous decision in this brutal duel. The author of the deadly smash was smashed. But credit where it's due, Donovan Ruddock fought most of the bout with a broken jaw, and even through that, he went toe-to-toe with the legendary Iron Mike until the final bell.
The winner, Mikey.
This was the last dance in the ring for prime Mike Tyson. Iron Mike's path was blocked by the dark horse of the golden era of boxing with the physique of a giant, Lou Savarez. Savarez had shared the ring with countless legends and had even delivered a brutal beating to Buster Douglas, who handed Tyson his first defeat.
What an uppercut by Douglas, and down goes
on it there. Savarez again. There is no free knockdown rule. Douglas is hurt. The referee can stop it though.
These facts sparked heated debates among fans about the outcome of the fight. Savarez himself arrogantly believed he would melt Iron Mike, mocking his opponent with confidence. The fighters clashed, and Tyson, recalling Savarez's behavior before the fight, wasted no time and sent the giant to the canvas in just 10 seconds.
Cause ball. There he's the first. He hasn't. There he is. Punch in the fight from Tyson. Poor old Savarez is flat on his back.
But apparently Savarez lacked the survival instinct, as instead of quickly righting his will, he got up and the fight continued. Tyson then relentlessly pummeled his opponent, aiming to cause maximum damage, and even the referee couldn't stop the monster's aggression, nearly earning himself a one-way ticket to the morgue.
He's trying to stop the fight. Tyson's still free. He's got the referee down. He's got the referee down.
It took his cornermen and coaches to calm him down, and Iron Mike, delivering 2 knockouts in one night, gave one of the most legendary interviews after the fight.